From here, we're just going to move on to our second section, which is a familiar section on the Jono Explains Things stream. I have the paint window up, but I need to get this switched over to the Excel sheet. So hopefully this will work how I'm hoping, and it has. So, um, now, Carlye, you won't be able to see much, but I did give you a little bit of a rundown. I don't know if you have the stream up on your end, but I
No,
can
but I
do
can try
my.
to get it up right
No,
now.
it's fine. I can do my best to explain the visuals in words.
Okay,
Uh, I am Jono explains things. Um,
that's what we are here for.
so I'm gonna add your name to the list, and basically for those that may be watching without a background on what goes on this channel, um, this is a YouTube poll run stock market. So what's going to happen is Carlye will have a certain amount of what we usually call Jonos, but just currency in this game, um, to work with, and because of even Steven's current value, she will have 93,400 Jonos to begin with. So there are 5 different stock to choose from: red, yellow, green, blue, and 12. And at the beginning of the stock market competition, all of these stock had 100 as their starting value. Since then, there has been YouTube polls on the stock market update videos, which allow the values themselves to fluctuate based off of those percentages of the vote. So red has now dropped down to a value of 34. Yellow has skyrocketed to a value of 148. Green has dropped a little bit to 78. Blue has stayed relatively close to its starting value at 95. And 12 is a fitting 112 as its value. So those are the stocks you can choose from. I'll give you a quick rundown on how the different stock have been doing. Red has been on a relatively constant decline with a slight spike from last week. This was somewhat due to the fact that the market in general went up. And so blue took an initial turn downwards but is now on an upwards trend. Green had about the opposite, where it jumped up to about 120 and is now down to 78. And yellow took an initial tank downwards with the market, but since then has been on a constant upwards climb. 12 has stayed above 100 pretty much the whole time, but is been kind of back and forth. So that is how the general stock have been doing. I also have the contestant page, just to show how other people have been doing, but in general, most people have been following the market other than some slight deviation from the middle curve. So for now, I will hand it over to you as to how you want to split up your investments, and I will mention, as people will be able to see with Megan's investments, you don't have to spend all of your money if you don't want to. You can save some for later and reinvest if you wanted to at some point in time. Um,
Oh,
but it,
okay.
it is completely up to you. So, what
Okay.
would you like to do?
Well, I know it's bad to put it all into one, so I'm definitely not going to do that, even though
Well,
I was really excited about 12.
I will say the one
What?
person who is completely invested in one thing and that one thing is 12 is in second right now.
Okay, so
But
that's what I was thinking of
but
doing,
they
but
went in earlier, so they have more
yeah.
stock than you would be able to get.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I want a good amount of 12 and a little bit of blue. And then can I save some?
Yeah, you can save some. So
Okay,
it
I'm just gonna by those um definitions, I'm gonna let you decide.
okay, so if you're trying to save some, are you trying to save like a fourth of your money, or are you trying to save like
A
10%?
fourth.
A
A fourth.
fourth? Okay, so that means if you have 93,400 times 0.25, you're saving 23,350. in your
Sounds
bank.
great. When I come back on, I will
Yeah.
go ham.
So that leaves you um, with 70,050 to spend on. You said you wanted to get a decent amount of 12 and then a little bit of blue.
Yes.
Okay, so of your remaining, would that be like an 80-20, or is that like.
Sure, that sounds right.
Okay, so you're spending 80% of this 70,050 on 12, which had a value of 112. So we'll divide your total value by 112. That means that you can get 625 without rounding up of 12, and then
Awesome.
um, you want to spend the rest of that on blue.
Yes.
So, oh, sorry. I just divided the entire thing by 112. So that wasn't 80%. Um, hold on.
Math
All
is
right,
hard.
divide that by 12. All right, you can get 500 of 12 without rounding up. And then um, with that, so 500 times 112, 70,050 minus that value, you have 14,050 left over, and you said you wanted to spend that on blue, which has a value of 95. So you'll divide that by 95, which gives you 147 blue, and you should have a little bit extra change to bring you back up to 400. You do have enough to get a couple red if you want to with that
Why are you
change,
trying to sell me red?
but you don't. I'm just saying, if you want to put that in your
Why do you
bank,
want
you
to sell
can.
me red?
It's really cheap right now. It's selling like really bad hotcakes.
Okay, use my change on red.
So that's gonna be, you have I believe 85 left over, and red has a value of 34, so you can get two red. And
Woo!
then if you have 34 times 2 and then 85 minus 68, that leaves you with 17 left to just put in your bank on
Okay.
top of your fourth of your beginning value. So that's 67. All right, so that is your value. Now, we have this contestants trends page with a graph. What I let people do is, I'm going to set this up later, but you can pick a color that you want the line on the graph for you to be.
Ah.
So what do you want your
Is
color to
pink
be?
taken?
No, it is not. We have a lot of dark colors, so that will definitely stand out.
Mine's pink.
All right. So we're gonna go grab the pink. I have to dip into the more colors
Oh, wow.
selection. Do you want like a hot pink or like a light
No.
pink? Like
A light, pretty, like pastel.
okay, I think
Don't
I
mess
got it.
this up.
Yeah. All right. So you are now the pink line, and I will get that set up before the next stock market update. But for now, we are going to switch to our final section, which I'm definitely excited for, and